sure. I've never been up in a plane before.
You like movies about gladiators.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis. Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No, I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You got to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the program. Here we are together again on the radio. It's you and me. And, you know, most guys, when I talk to guys, to be honest, I'm not saying all guys, and I'm not even saying like the vast majority. I would just say more than half. Most guys don't really worry about whether the chicks they're with are having orgasms. The more a guy cares about that, the more a guy cares about the chick. But in terms of booty call or just banging around, I don't think most guys care about whether a woman has an orgasm. In addition, sometimes I wonder if guys care whether or not a woman fakes an orgasm. We know that women do it, usually just because they want you to stop effing them, or to protect what they think is your fragile ego, or whatever. But now a report comes out of England. They did a survey of 2,500 guys in England and found that 25% of them fake orgasm. Hey, guys, have you ever faked an orgasm? And if you have, why?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
We all know who has the most popular talk show in Seattle.
You do?
Of course. It's not Frasier.
You when you're here.
Some people think it's Frasier. It's not Frasier.
It's Tom.
Of course.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis. The Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, men. Have you faked an orgasm? Andrew on a cell phone. Hello.
Yo, Tom.
Andrew.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty damn good.
All right. Listen, if a girl does something to turn you off and you kind of can't keep it up, you got to pretend you finished just not to make her feel bad.
Not to make her feel bad.
Yeah, you know, girls get a complex if they don't make you finish. They figure that you finish every time just because you're a horny guy, and it doesn't take much to make you finish.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Sometimes you don't finish. You know what? Sometimes you get distracted.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what happened one time? My girl wasn't coming over, and so I took care of myself, and then she decided to make a trip. I couldn't get it up. And
so you couldn't tell her. You couldn't tell her you were spanking the monkey before she got there.
No, of course not, because then she'd get a whole other complex.
Yeah. Well, what were you doing that for? Oh, what? Am I not good enough for you?
Yeah, I'm a horny guy, you know. What are you going to do?
There you go. Exactly.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Andrew.
No problem.
Appreciate the call. This is Bo on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Hi, Bo.
Good. 2 reasons why I have faked an orgasm. I'm not proud to admit it, but one, if I either go in 20 seconds, which is sometimes the case, I have to pretend like I didn't go and keep going for about 20 more minutes and then fake it. 2.
Holy cow. Do you do that with or without a condom?
With, most of the time. Yeah, with.
With. All right. So you got the condom on.
And it's just if I go in a minute, I can't pretend like I just went and I'm done. I got to keep pounding for a little bit and then fake it about 20 minutes later.
Right. Pretend you've been trying to please her.
Exactly.
When in reality, you couldn't care less.
Exactly. But I have to keep going and pretend like I go in 20 minutes like every normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, if I can't go, I won't go. So I got to fake it around 45, 50 minutes. I got to give her the fake-o. It's the way it goes. I don't know.
Nobody thinks that guys fake orgasms. This is unbelievable.
I just have to do it. When you go in 5 seconds, you can't pretend like you're done and turn over and go to sleep. It's not going to fly.
Oh, boy.
And if you don't go, you got to pretend you go at one point. You can't just stop and say, all right, I'm done. I can't keep going. That's the hell that I live in.
Unbelievable. All right, Bo.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks for the call. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. John on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, John.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, a couple of reasons that I've done it before. First, sometimes, you know, you've been a little bit lonely. You're going out with somebody, you know, and you get them home. You're going at it, and all of a sudden, you kind of your eyesight clears up a little bit. All of a sudden, just not exactly.
Some of that booze wears off.
Suddenly, you're just not quite as turned on as you were.
Yeah.
But you don't want to say that because, you know, that's not all that nice.
Suddenly you realize you thought you had your palms on like the sheets or the mattress, and you actually had it on some spare flesh that was hanging off.
Something like that.
Yes.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The other reason frequently is, you know, you go at it the first time usually pretty quicker, you know, and, you know, you guys are both still excited. You want to, you know, go for it again, so you try right away. And there's just nothing happening because you're not going to be able to finish. You just keep trying and trying and trying and just nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And she's getting frustrated because she's going, you know, God, what am I doing wrong? You're getting frustrated because, you know, you're working your ass off. You know, you're going harder and harder and getting tired.
Wow.
You go, you know, an hour with nothing, you start to, you know, leg cramps, all sorts of crap. You know, so something's got to end it, you know.
Thank you for that, John.
Hey, blow me up, Tom.
Here you go, baby. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Moses on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Moses.
Hey, I'm just calling because I had to fake an orgasm one time.
All right, why was that?
Well, I came home from work, and there was a friend that I've been talking to for a while, and then she decided to come over. And, of course, when you're working a 24-hour shift, you come home, you're tired. Well, one thing led to another. She wanted to mess around. Started going at it, and an hour passed by, and you get tired, and she just got boring. After a while, she didn't want to do anything different, and you have to fake it because you just can't keep on going. You get tired, your back hurts.
Now, when you fake it, is it all about the sound you make, or how do you fake it?
Well, just basically, I don't know how most guys do it. I don't make any noises. It's just okay.
Well, what do you do? How do you fake an orgasm?
Well, just laying there. Oh, okay, I'm done.
You're laying there, and all of a sudden you go, okay, I'm done?
Well, not like that.
That doesn't sound like an orgasm to me.
No, just when you're on top of the girl, a guy, we tend to flinch sometimes.
Flinch?
And not flinch, but I don't know, budge a little bit. I don't know about it, most guys, but I don't make any crazy noises when I have an orgasm.
So how would somebody know you were faking an orgasm?
They won't know.
So when you say you faked an orgasm, have you really faked an orgasm?
Yes, I have.
How?
How? Well, because when I was doing the girl, I was on top of her, and just a facial expression, just that fake facial expression when she's looking at you.
Really?
Yes.
But
just like them with their noises, how they moan, and sometimes they can fake moaning.
Yeah, but how do you? I mean, the thing is, you said you don't make any noise when you have an orgasm.
No.
So how would you know when you're faking an orgasm? It's like, here, watch me play dead.
It's just like that.
No, wait. Calm down a second. Watch me play dead here, okay? There. Now, when I'm dead, I won't make any noise, so that was faking it, right? I mean, you said you make no noise when you're having an orgasm. Well, then, how do we know you're faking an orgasm?
Because a guy can feel it if he's not having an orgasm.
No. You're not to yourself. I'm talking about the other person. You're faking for the benefit of the other person. How can the other person, like, what are you doing to fake an orgasm?
Just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just at that moment. I just wanted to end it, so I had to just.
Well, you didn't fake an orgasm. You just said, okay, I'm done. You didn't fake anything.
Well, I guess that's what's faking it to me. She's just saying that I'm done.
Saying you're done. Well, why would you assume that because you're done you had an orgasm?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know, Tom.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. As you see, in case you were wondering, we do not give IQ tests to the callers before they get on the air. They can spell their own name, they're in. And some who can't even spell their own name get it. Kevin, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
What's happening, Tom?
Not much. Just doing a radio show here, pal.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Loving it. Listen, when I was a teenager, I used to go to these dirty movies down in the Bronx. I used to let you in. I think the required age was like 14.
They got bigger problems in the Bronx than whether kids are watching dirty movies.
It was just years ago.
Yeah. Well, they had bigger problems years ago.
Well, you know, we weren't burning buildings.
I'll tell you what, what are you, 39 now? It's 25 years ago? In 1977, the Bronx had bigger problems than when kids would go to see dirty movies.
It was a small world back then.
Right.
So anyway, that was our entire sexual training as kids, was watching these dirty movies.
Really?
And they all finished up exactly the same with that big money shot.
Yeah, the big money shot, of course.
There you go. Map of Hawaii right between the shoulder blades. So anyway, you know, I'm with all these girls all the time, and every once in a while, they want to use a rubber.
Yeah.
And I know you're a big proponent. But
yeah, cause, you know why? Because I'm not a big proponent of paying child support.
Hey, who is it? Who is?
And chicks all lie about birth control, so that believe me.
Oh, definitely.
If there were some other way, if there were pills for guys, I'd never use another rubber again, okay? But there aren't, and so there you go.
There you go. So anyway, you know, every once in a while you run into one of these girls, you know, pick them up in a bar, a couple of beers, you know, everything's good, go back home, and then they pull out the rubber. And I'm like, okay, I got my work set out for me here, because they don't work for me.
They don't, well, they work. You can't feel anything? Is that what you're saying?
That's it. I can't feel nothing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's a dead issue. I mean, I can go all night long, you know, and nothing's going to happen.
Really?
So what I usually do is, we'll go in, I'll do my business for the 10, 15 minutes, I'll fake the orgasm. You know, I never bring them myself because they always have them. Yeah. You know, because these girls always want to use them, these ones that have them. Uh-huh. So I'll fake the orgasm. Right. Take the thing off, even go through the effort of tying a knot in it. You know, put it on the dresser. Yeah. And then start going at it again. Oh, put the rubber on. She comes out with another rubber. Usually they buy them in packs of like 4. Yeah, 4. Or if they go to Costco, they buy packs of 100. Well, every once in a while you run into one of those ones, that's a problem. Yeah. You know those chicks who, you know, you say, wait a minute, I don't have a rubber. And they go, don't worry about it. And then they open up like the cabinet in their nightstand. And there's this huge, it looks like a big Ferris wheel. And they pull one off like, they got a big roll of them. Oh, that's my nightmare. Yeah, that chick was with your buddies the night before and somebody else's buddies the night before that. She's in for business. Tight. Well, anyway, I had this girl once, and, you know, we had this problem, you know, with the rubbers, stuff like that. She had 2 of them. Well, finally, she fell asleep before I could finish with doing my money shot, because eventually they run out of rubbers. You're still ready to go. They think they're doing fine because, hey, I've got this guy to go, you know, 3-4 times in a row. Right. So, you know, she had 2 rubbers. We went through the 2 rubbers. In between that, the cocktails, she fell asleep on me. So while she was sleeping, I did the money shot. And then, to beat the band while she was sleeping, I took a picture of it with a Polaroid. Just to show my buddies.
Did she know your name?
Sorry?
Did she know your name?
Not only did she know my name, but she hired me to play the bagpipes at her wedding 2 weeks later.
She should have played your bagpipes at the wedding.
Friggin' A, I tell you.
Right. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
It was good. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Guys, you fake orgasms, Josh on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Josh.
Yeah, I got one for you. I'm engaged, and you know I've only had to fake it once in my entire life, but it happened like 2 weeks ago. So my fiance's got, you know, she would totally have this complex if I didn't finish. She'd be like, what, you know, are you seeing someone else or whatever? So, but we started having sex, but I was starving, and she was just going at it. She wanted to have sex right away, but I hadn't had dinner. I had worked all day long, so I'm like 10 minutes into sex, and my arms start shaking from the hunger. So I had to fake it so I could finish and go make myself some frozen pizza.
So how did you fake it? What did you do to fake it?
Oh, you know, you just go through the normal routine. And then you collapse on her, and then you're pretty much done.
Make that noise again.
Oh, baby, you were great. That's my finish.
That is true enthusiasm there.
Take me out, old style.
Here you go, baby. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. James on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, James.
Tom, I do this all the time. I know a lot of guys got a problem doing it too soon, but I'm usually drunk when I do it. And the one case in particular, probably a couple months ago out in Utah, I was helping my friend move his girlfriend out to California. And we had to be really, really quiet because we were in the living room. And so we were going at it for a while, and I knew it just wasn't going to happen. And so I was really tired of doing it. So I pretty much just faked it with her, but I was wearing a condom. And when I faked it, I took it off, put it over by the side of the couch, went to the restroom, and came back, and she had a condom in her hand and was asking, "Are you sure? Are you sure that you... Are you sure that..." And so she pretty much caught me, so it's kind of been a joke with my buddies and I, because I call it the O-face, the fake O-face.
Now, did you just make faces or noises, or what did you do?
Oh, yeah. I've become pretty good at it lately.
You've been doing it a lot?
Yeah, but I don't
Let's see how... Wait, I want to see if you're convincing. How do you sound when you're faking an orgasm?
Well, I'd probably pretty much like I usually... I'm probably actually louder when I fake it than when I really do it, because I'm a little bit quieter when I really do it.
Really? So what's it sound like?
Well, you got to make the O-face. Yeah.
You make the O-face.
It's like you're being sensitive,
right.
like you're sensitive, and you twitch your Johnson a little down there, and you collapse on her.
Wait, what's the noise sound like?
Just a hard breathing and grunting, and like you're getting ready. And then when you do, you just close.
Well, give me a little.
All your air out.
Give me a little sample. I want to see if it's convincing.
All right. Well, you put me on the spot. I got to pretty much be in it with a girl, I guess, to do
no,
it.
You don't. Come on, you're faking.
You want me to fake it on air?
Go ahead, fake it.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. You need to do a little breathing and collapse on her and twitch it a little. And turn around and go to sleep.
Collapsing and twitching.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, thank you for that. That sounded...
Hey, can you take me out Jesus Christ style? I haven't heard that in a while.
Jesus Christ style. Of course we can. One 800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. A survey in England says that 1 in 4 men, at least in England, fake orgasms. How many men fake orgasms in this country? If that's you, call us here toll-free at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. More of your telephone calls are coming up.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. Guys really fake orgasms? Do tell. Terry on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going, my friend?
All right, Terry.
I dated the same chick for about 4.5 years, almost 5 years, and for the last year, I had to fake it about every other time.
No.
Yeah, it was a money thing. She was really wealthy, and I was comfortable, so I did what I had to do,
Oh, so you were not attracted to her?
Well, I was in the beginning, but, she was a little bit heavier than I liked, and after 3 years, even with a girl that's hot, you're going to lose a little bit. So, yeah, by the 4th year, it was all done,
So you were just faking it all the time?
Well, not all the time, but like every other time, I'd say. For the last year, I had to fake it, and then, toss off the next day.
Wow.
Take care of myself that way.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
Just give it a little shudder, make a little groan, and, they buy it. I mean, what girl thinks that a guy fakes it,
Wow.
Have you ever done it, Tom?
Have I ever faked it?
Yeah.
I have, yes, but not in a while. I have faked it. Well, you know what? I'll tell you when I faked it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to put this in a way that I can put it on the air. You ever start you start into the action and you realize that the other person is about as dry as the desert?
Yeah.
And you could tell that, like, you could hurt them very, very badly if you really wanted to.
Yeah, right on.
Oh, let's end this now.
Hey, take me out with the ball here, Tom.
Here it comes, Terry. Can you believe all these guys faking orgasms? Brandon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Okay.
Well, I faked an orgasm before. I faked it one time with a girl, and basically I told her I was having 7 or 8 orgasms. She believed me. She goes and tells all her friends, because, of course, she's a female, bragged to all her friends,
right,
that, yeah, my boyfriend can have, like, 8 orgasms, go forever. And it works. I ended up breaking up with her, and all her friends wanted a piece of me. So, Tom, I think this is only fitting that you take me out with 2 screaming orgasms.
See what we have here.
Oh, God. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, God, Tom.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Larry on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Hi, Larry.
I just want to say Fort Lewis loves your show.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Cool. I actually used to fake on a regular basis in college.
Why?
Basically, I was in a fraternity at Ball State. And
Ball State, how appropriate.
Cool. Middle of Indiana.
Yeah.
Used to go out on a regular basis and just get hammered. Come back, have a female that's, good looking, and you don't want her to be giving negative reviews to the other females on campus. So you get up there, you're doing your business, and you realize that you have a little whiskey D going on.
Uh-huh.
Have to go for a good time, try to get her as much pleasure as possible, and then give them a full show.
So you gave a show?
Oh, yeah. You have to.
What did it sound like?
I use a deep grunt type guttural.
Deep grunt, kind of a guttural thing. Let me hear that.
Kind of the, and then you throw in a little bit of the heavy pounding action, and maybe a little sweat drips on her, and you're good to go.
A little sweat drips on her, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and of course, it only works if you have a condom on. If you try this without a condom, you must have a real airhead if they're going to let go with that.
Thank you, Larry.
Cool. Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Dustin on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
All right, Dustin.
Good. You were talking about the whole dryness thing.
Right.
The desert, and I had that encounter one time.
Mm-hmm.
I was behind a girl, and just wasn't working, and I tried lubing by using a little spit, and just wasn't working for me, and she obviously had her fun, and I didn't want to get out of Dodge without having her think that she did her job for me, so I pulled it out and spit on her back.
And she bought it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's only one time I've ever had to pull that one, but it worked. I had a friend tell me about it, and I don't know why it came to me so quickly, but it worked, so.
Well, thank you for that.
Advice to everybody else out there.
Dustin, you've been very helpful. Thank you on behalf of everyone. The Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Barbara, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, hi. I just have a question. I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know if you can hear me.
What?
I'm just curious, if a guy can get it enough to get it in there, why would he have to fake it to complete it?
Because he's just not turned on enough.
Well, he got turned on enough to get in there.
Well, you didn't know what he was going to find. Well, in my case, let me give you the example of the last time I faked it.
No,
I didn't know what I was going to find when I got in there.
Right, no, I could understand that. You said dry or whatever. but like the one guy who's been with his girlfriend for 4 years, you know, he got turned on enough to get in there. So, to me, maybe. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the guy can get turned on by rubbing up against the wrong piece of furniture.
Yeah, and he probably could that way too. Well, he wouldn't have to fake it. You know what I mean?
Really? Are you married, Barbara?
Yes, I am.
What about your husband? Do you think he ever faked it with you?
I don't know. I guess I could ask him, but to me, if he did, his loss. You know.
His loss.
He could have just finished it. You know, I'm not saying he has to go forever, but he could have.
Maybe he had to go forever, and so he gave up.
I don't see it that way. To me, if he can get enough to get in there, then whether it's 3 minutes or 30 minutes, he can just finish it up, and it's just quicker. I could understand more where the guy was hungry and didn't want to make his girlfriend feel bad, but I kind of have a feeling like if you can get in there, then just finish it quick.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Bob on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yo, Bob.
Yo, Bob. You're Bob. I'm Tom.
Yo, Bob, what is going on here? If you can't finish with a chick, you're queer. I never have to fake it. These dudes that are faking it, something's up, man. You got to be able to finish. And if you can't finish with these girls, you got to close your eyes shut and dream hard and think.
Well, hang on a second, Bob. Let me see. You think these guys are what? Lying?
How could you not finish with a chick, man? You lay down with a girl, unless you're obliterated and you had way too much to drink. But say you're going to town with a chick and you can't finish up, just close your eyes and think of something else and finish up.
Hang on a second. Now, Sammy, you hear what Bob is saying here?
Yeah, you know, Tom, I used to fake it with my ex-wife all the time.
With your ex-wife, but it doesn't matter. You're going to bed with a chick, all right? And she's not doing it for you. She's not getting the old barge enough, okay? So you know what? You got to close your eyes and maybe think of her best friend or just do something else. But don't. I've never had to fake it. Maybe
close your eyes and think of your mother. Whatever it takes.
But you know what? She was so loose, you know, and she used a lot of that Astroglide. So there was just no sensation going on whatsoever. So, you know, really what I had in mind was to finish up as quickly as possible and go do what I wanted to do, which wasn't be with her.
What was that? Watch ESPN? What?
Pardon me?
What was that? Watch ESPN?
No, you know, usually the only time she'd get frisky is if we had some chronic.
Ah.
And, you know, when I'm into the chronic, you know, that's the opposite of an aphrodisiac for me. I want to go out in the garage and, you know, tweak with stuff.
So this guy would rather get all boned up and then go and take care of himself and go to bed with the one he's with. Is that what he's saying?
Bob thinks you're gay, Sammy.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, queer.
Yeah, you probably pulled out your
queer. Sorry, I meant queer.
He pulled out his old workout magazine and went to town in the garage.
You know, I wait till you've been married about 10 years and you'll sing a different song.
Well, if it's not tight enough, you go for the deuce, dude.
Yeah, you know, that's a lot of work to get her into the mood for the little mud on the helmet. You know?
The deuce.
You got to be creative, man. You know what you're going into as soon as you put the ring on her finger, bro.
You know what, though? The whole thing was just public relations. You know, if she got in the mood and I took care of it, then, you know, the next day I'd get a good meal cooked for me. And, you know, things were happy around the house for a while. So, yeah, it was a lot easier just to, you know, get the program over with quickly.
You could have just moved it up to the trophy wife or something at that point.
Yeah, well, you know what? I tell you, I wish I'd listened to you 20 years ago, Tom, because I made all the mistakes that you lecture the young men against.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, it all comes true. Stay away from the single mothers.
Yep. And when you're driving a nice, reliable old Honda Civic, well, you could be driving a Jag right now, pal.
Oh, yeah, I think I could probably be making payments on an S-Type instead of child support payments.
There you go.
Oh, man, I'm not getting married.
What's in it for you, Bob?
Man, I don't understand this. This is, like, blowing my mind. Why do I want to get married when I know these guys no longer want to... They'd rather go in the garage than go into bed.
You know what? I'm remarried now, and I followed the Leykis school, so I married a much younger Latina with no children, and it's a whole different situation.
Well, she's humping and pumping from the minute the sun comes up.
hey, whatever I want. That's what's going on there.
That's the way I like it.
And after the divorce, I went out and got the vasectomy, and so I got no worries. And I wish you would recommend those a little bit more. I think it's an excellent decision for me.
I'm all over. Except the thing is, I haven't had one myself, but I'm all over it.
Hey, I went to work the next day.
Look at you.
Engineer.
Like laser eye surgery, for God's sake.
Yeah, it comes with a CNI dog and a cane,
Perfect. Sounds good to me, pal.
All right, guys.
Bob,
Hey,
Sammy.
All right. That DC sniper style?
DC sniper style. Do we have that, Brett? Of course we do. Here you go, pal.
Thanks.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I meet this girl the other night, and she's really hot, but she comes up to me at the bar and she goes, oh, I want to be friends for...
You got friends, right? Did you ever think of placing a classified ad saying, you know what I need? Some more pals.
I wanted to be friends with my penis.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Tom on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Tom.
Happens. I fake it all the time.
All the time?
All the time. I'm with my girl. I fake it the first time. She's used to getting it a lot. When we first hooked up, I'm talking the first night, we did it in my car after the bar. We went out to a hotel, maybe about 13 times till the morning came. And she always expected more and more, and she gets off really easy. So it takes her about 2-3 minutes. And so I kind of always fake the first one, and
Why do you do this?
Only to live up to the expectation, I guess, of going a couple times instead of once, and I'm satisfied.
Why don't you just go find another chick?
Well, I kind of dig her a lot. She did have my baby. I respect her.
She had your baby. Was that? Did you volunteer for that?
No, I did not.
So she wasn't doing you any favors.
She didn't want anything from me. She's not. I could have just left. She was ready to sign the papers over.
You didn't want her to have a kid.
No, not at all.
So that wasn't a favor she did you. So why do you owe her any favor?
I still think